New York coming in, kind of an old acquaintance coming in. Seeing Robert Saleh bring his team in here, it's pretty cool to see that happen. It's a tough football team. They're hungry. I know they're dying to get their ball games, and so it's going to be a matchup. We got to wait and see on some guys on our end. We got to wait and see on some guys on their end. We'll see who's playing in the game, but regardless of who's playing, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, and we need it, and we're going for it. And it's going to be fun to go. What do you got?
With Robert Saleh at the helm, do you see similarities with your team and what he learned here?
Yeah, I do. There's a lot of guys on that team that have played with us in the past, and coaches that have been here, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of familiarity. One of the things that they do really well is they play really hard, and they're really consistent about that. And that's something that I would like to think that that's always been what we've hung our hat on. And that's nothing earth-changing about that thought, but they definitely play like crazy, and that's why we have a lot of respect for them coming in here.
You talked all year about how well Geno's handled everything that's come with this job. What are the conversations with him this week with facing his former team?
Really, we're kind of going as partners in crime, and that we're both there, and it didn't quite work out right at the end, and so we're just sharing the experience a little bit. But it's such a long time ago that it's not a factor. But I've already mentioned it, so we are aware of it.
What came out of the exam on this lead that led to him having to go on IR?
He's got a really unusual injury that we've not seen before, and not that makes it so bad. It's not that. It's just a rare injury where the top of his fibula and where it connects and all that. We haven't had that situation, but it is it's serious enough that it's going to be a bit. So and that's why we have to go the way we went.
Is it something where surgery will be needed?
It's still in question. Going to wait and see. They want to give it a chance to heal first and see what happens, and then see. So we won't know that for a few weeks.
Did he play with it, or that took him out?
He did play with it for a while, and then it was too aggravating, and he knew something was up, so he had to get out of there.
What's the plan for Tyler this week?
Well, if you watched walkthrough, you wouldn't even know that anything was going on. He just went through, did everything, and walked through. We'll be careful with him in practice and make sure that we find out what his limits are, but. He looked great, so throwing and catching and all that stuff. So we'll see. We're going to go one day at a time, and we're not going to let him work hard today at practice just because it seems crazy that you would, go this quick. We don't need to. And so, but the walkthrough was excellent, and so a really good first sign.
Feeling any pain when he's catching passes?
Nope.
How's Abe?
This is a remarkable story now. It just is, and he's he's writing it right now for us. He's not even wavering. He's not even fazed by it.
How's Abe?
He wants to play. He wants to go, and what's bothering him is something he's had before, so he knows what it is, and he's not worried about it.
Was he in the walkthrough?
What's that?
Was he in the walkthrough?
No, we held him out. We're going to rest him early this week to make sure that we guarantee the return.
The tight end spot without Will, obviously Colby kind of count on him a lot more, or kind of how does it?
Yeah, definitely. Both Colby and Noah will be more active and more part of things, and you'll see what we do on the weekend to get it right. Tyler Mabry's worked hard there at that spot, and he's like a regular for us. So if we'll see how it goes.
You guys signed Godwin off the practice squad yesterday. Is it cool to see a guy get that opportunity coming up from the practice squad and then kind of earn his spot?
Yeah, and
like
particularly the way he did it. That he earned it so obviously. He's been such a factor in the kicking game, not just returns and the other aspects also. But yeah, it's a really good story, and he's hard-nosed, tough, and was ready for it, and is fired up about it too. But he just wants to help us, and so it's a great story.
Given your background as a DB's coach, what do you appreciate about the rookies, Tariq and Sauce, and what they brought to the league this year?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting that and here's one guy's on top of the draft board and another guy wasn't, and Sauce was, everybody knew he was going to be a terrific player, and he's done a fantastic job to just step in. I mean, his numbers are great, and so comfortable and so poised about the way he plays and all. He's playing with a really good guy on the other side too. DJ Reed has played really well this year, and very much in the in the mold that we had seen him, and so we're going to see some good corner play this weekend.
What personally does, it has been a while ago, but do the Jets still mean anything personally to you, learning and the whole experience?
It was a great experience. To coach in New York is really something. It's hard to imagine what it's like when you drive back, from the Meadowlands back in the day, back on Long Island, and you drive through all of those people, and the high rises. I used to always, as we go through the Parkway going back, and all of the lights that were on, and all of those tall buildings, knowing that they just watched the Giants and the Jets play football, and they're happy or pissed off one way or the other, and that you represented something really unique. I never have forgotten that, and regard that really highly. It was really fun.
Looks like they're going to go back to Mike White this week at quarterback. What have you seen from him over the course of his opportunities?
Seems to have really taken over well. I mean, he must be a remarkable kid, for this early in his career to just command the respect and to demonstrate the leadership, obviously, and toughness too. He's been hit pretty good a couple times, and he keeps bouncing back. So he's got all the throws. The offense looked really, really clean with him playing. So I can see, just looking at the film, why they're comfortable with him playing. I don't know what the decision is ultimately, but I'm sure if they have him available, they're surely thinking about it.
Between the two coaching staffs, there's quite a few guys who've played for you who are now coaching. Do you like seeing that, all these different guys?
Sure. Yeah, it's really fun. And they're all thinking about it, and we're thinking about it, and we're trying to figure out who knows what, and, all that kind of stuff. It's just all part of the gamesmanship and the competition of it. I have a lot of respect for Robert and what he's done and how he's taken care of business, and he's a great person, and character and leadership and toughness about him and all that. It's great to see him. He took a number of our guys with him, so anyway, yeah, it's fun.
Do you find that familiarity matters a whole lot on game day when you kind of have this? Or how?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it does, and we're looking for that edge. Yeah.
How similar is the defense they're running there to what you guys have done for a long time?
It's really adapted. What we had done was adapted in the years at San Francisco, and it's more the 49ers package than anything. But it's very similar, and the style and the approach and the mentality and all of that stuff is the same.
Was Ryan Neal in the walkthrough today?
He's out there. Yeah, he was out there. I don't know that he did much, but he's out there. And he's working at it. He's limited today at best.
How did Ken and DJ feel coming out of?
DJ was really sore the next day, but he's already bounced back. He's really excited about the fact that the soreness that he felt post game went away, and so he ran really well out there today.
And Ken, how was he fine?
Ken gets rested today. He's not going to get a bunch of work. Al's practicing today, and he's really excited to be back. He missed it enormously, and it's good to see him out there, clunking around with our guys and, just getting back in the rhythm of it.
You made a move there yesterday, too, to pick up a guy. Can he help you immediately, or?
Because of the travel all over the country, he didn't make it in yet, so he's coming in late tonight, so it's going to be hard. He's going to have very few opportunities. We'll just wait and see. I don't know what to tell you. I said clunk, I know, yeah. Al's, what's clunking mean? No, I don't know what that is. Bad choice.
Did Marquise Goodwin come out of it okay, or?
Well, he's gonna rest his way through this week, some of it, and he's planning on playing. We'll see what happens.
Did you see a change in just the O-line in the second half and pertains to the run game getting going Saturday?
There was a change in the production for sure, Michael. It was obvious, and it couldn't have been more obvious. The connection between Kenneth hitting it and the guys coming off the rock and all was just, it was decidedly different. And we tried to take advantage of that. And the running game, was flipped from what it was in the first half, and so we're hoping that there's a couple things that took place there that we can carry over to this week, and we plan on playing like we did in the second half.
What do you think of how Stone played?
He did well. He did well. Yeah, he jumped right in, fit in quickly, and was very comfortable with it. Other than the one false start, he did great.
What have you thought of Geno's last couple of weeks? The numbers haven't been as good. Obviously, that doesn't say everything about the way he's played, but how do you feel he's kind of handled the offense and the way he's played from?
Yeah, we're on it. He can be cleaner. He knows we can get a little bit cleaner on stuff, and it's really just technical stuff that I think could make a difference. We need to, like you'll always hear me say, we need to play better around him to help him in all ways. But he knows he can clean a few things up. We're being really, really strict about it, and he's really on it. So just trying to make sure that he gives everything his best opportunity to function at a really high level. And that means that there's just been a few plays here and there, little footwork things and stuff like that we're talking about, and it's really minor stuff, but yet it may have an impact. So we need everybody to be sharper.
You mentioned DJ Reed. Was there? I'm not sure you guys wanted to try to have him back, but was there a serious? I mean, was it serious with him at all?
Yeah, he got paid. He got paid. Yeah, good for him. It's a great deal for him.
Kansas City, the rep numbers between Irvin and Mafia, is that more what you want going forward? The way you're playing?
Moff's going to keep playing. He's doing good. He's really fitting in, doing well. We got to give him some more rushes, but he's really comfortable with the position now. I mean, from where we were a couple months ago, it's a million miles, and so he'll play quite a bit.
Have you seen any? Darrell Taylor's numbers have kind of gotten better the last few weeks. Have you seen a jump from him as well?
Yeah, definitely. And he's really zeroed in on some things technically and what he's doing, and they've made a difference. And so he's been more available to make the plays, and he's a factor. He's been factoring in well in the last few weeks, so we've got to keep it going.
Where's Alton Robinson at in his recovery?
He's still a ways off. He is not able to do everything yet, and I don't have details on that right now. He's been kind of outside the loop for a little bit, but he's still working at it and planning on getting right and all that.
On the two plays this year that Austin's been called for false starts, have those looked different than any other times he does that?
Now here's a topic. We could talk for a while on this topic. This is one in particular that, we changed the rule during the middle of the season in an interpretation of a rule, and it's been hard to get it uniformed and governed, and it's a very, it's a sensitive area that you have to make a decision on. So abrupt movements, is this abrupt movement or not? So I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
But he's allowed to move his head.
Yes.
Right? But
Yeah.
you can't do it a certain way or something?
You can't make an abrupt movement
Okay.
and not snap the ball. That's kind of what they're saying. But I've got examples on all over the spectrum here, and so we're trying to figure it out with help the league, and trying to figure it out for us too.
You said that was an interpretation that was mid-season, that was...
Yeah, I kind of emphasized in mid-season, yeah, that to limit the movements that guys were doing, and for their control the cadence when they're on the road, and because I've talked to every crew each week and talked about it, and it still sounds like we can get better at it, so we just got to keep working.
You said Boye has come a long way just in the last couple of months. Anything in particular
He's more comfortable. He's playing faster, quicker, responding better. He's more physical. He's more sure of himself. He's just more confident, and that's all those things that follow, and he's doing really well. So it's good to see that happening.
Coach, watch your step.
Gotcha. I hooked up here.
All right, anything else? Thank you.
Okay.